Marvin Sapp, I'm here to present to you a subpoena of the crimes and charges that you have committed that you are fully aware of. And if you're not, it's too late because you have gone too far and there is no return from the evils you committed against the God of heaven and earth and everything beneath it. I'm the world's top cop servant and representative of the governor of all nations, and it is my duty to give you this subpoena. Do you remember a few years ago that you were present in a church gathering, preachers and people hearing the word, and the word did not come from God, it came from the mouth of the enemy of God, Jamal Bryant. And he spoke against Jesus when he was present amongst the human family formed in the body of flesh. And the enemy, Jamal Bryant, stated that 85% of Jesus Christ's life in the earth was wrong and out of order. And you stood up, you encouraged him to preach on like many other in that church service that was not of God. Do you remember that? Is that you? There's a story I have regarding you that reflects who you are and all that you have done from singing from the gift that God gave you that is now a curse, and you elevated yourself to a position of a preacher, to a bishop that God did not give you. A story comes of a muscular man who was a male stripper. And he entertained, and he danced, and he performed, and he received money. You dress up as a stripper and you parade yourself on pulpits naked and wicked, and you gain money and prestige, and it will all lead you to eternal damnation. You asked for money, $40,000, that video resurfaced. You had those doors closed, and your congregation doesn't even know that because of your presence and your evil ways, the doors and the lives of so many of those people who are under your leadership, the doors of heaven has closed. You will not be able to escape, but for those of you who will hear this message, who praises and follows this blasphemous, wicked man, save yourself, loose yourself, and get from this man who will meet his judgment date, his subpoena date with God of heaven and earth, and receive your reward for your wickedness, and that's eternal damnation. What are your charges? Your first spiritual charge is impersonating as a holy priest of Jesus Christ, arrestable for eternal hellfire. Your second charge, you have done all that you can do to pimp, to take and receive money from the lives and the souls of God's people whom you preach to. And because of it, your spiritual charge is that of a pimp and pandering, worthy of eternal damnation. Your other charge is that by you demanding that those doors of that church be closed, you shall be closed. And that charge of holding the people in that church for $40,000, you're being spiritually charged with human trafficking by force. You will not be able to escape from it. The last charge that is before you, there's blood all over you of the lives of many who perished by your false prophet preaching, gaining profit for money sermons. And souls are lost and died of false teachings, wicked preaching by your mouth. And from you, you're charged the spirit of mass murder.